You know what? Let's go ahead and go back to the Escondido shooting. Chris Groh is covering this story for us. He has the very latest on the information, so let's check in with Chris.
Good morning, or as I should say, hello there. We want to go ahead and tell you the name of the person that was shot by police. They have been identified. You can see their white car there. This was a traffic stop, you can see, executed by the officer that fired these shots. That person that was shot by the officer is 44-year-old Rosendo Sandoval Quezada of Escondido. He apparently, after being stopped by police, exited his vehicle with a 3-foot crowbar and actually rushed at the officer, and then the officer fired several shots at Quezada. But listen to this key fact about the scene here, because where the evidence markers were, where the crowbar was, it was several feet away from the actual scene of the traffic stop, which could indicate that the officer did try to retreat before firing. Take a listen.
We're still working out some of the details of that, but as you can see, yeah, there's some distance between the traffic stop and the officer, so it may be that he had been retreating, but we're still working on the details on that.
The reason why there was a traffic stop in the first place is because Quezada apparently is alleged to have violated a restraining order. His ex-wife called Escondido police about 3:37 a.m. Saying that he had been by her house, and then when police got there, he was not there, but they got his description, and they got a description of the vehicle that he was driving. That's when a patrol officer spotted it just a couple minutes later there at 3:45 a.m. Again, they initiated that traffic stop, and that's when Quezada came out with that 3-foot-long crowbar and rushed at the officer. Now, again, the officer did fire back and several times struck Quezada. He was hit in the abdomen. They did provide medical attention to him at the scene, and he was transported to Palomar Hospital. We don't know his status at this time. What we know about the officer right now is that he's been with the police department for about 4 years, and he was not injured here on the scene. But back out here live again. This scene has pretty much been shut down since about 3:45 this morning, and it continues to be closed here on Washington Avenue for this investigation. We've seen detectives out here. We've seen crime scene investigators out here collecting that evidence that was marked. So again, we can expect that this area will be busy with police activity for quite some time, and especially waiting to see what the status of Quezada is and if he'll be facing any charges from this incident as well, if and when he recovers. So for now, we're going to send it back to you.
Chris, thank you.